storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Kearney. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Sooners will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got round. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. looking for a deep man. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner. The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, don't fall over in your seats.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They boot it away. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Rides the back and leaves it.
Most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Under fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown Sooners. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy... has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphrey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin them deep.